Hi, I'm host Eric. Welcome to Talking with Famous People. Today on Talking with Famous People, we're tackling the serious subject of men, women, the relations between them, and the challenges faced by those who do not deem themselves, or are not deemed objectively by facts and reality, to be reproductively viable. What does it mean in the modern age to be reproductively viable? Well, a majority of adults, by the time they've reached, say, age 20 or so, have had sexual intercourse with another human being. Now, this sexual intercourse may be with someone of the same gender, or maybe with someone of the other gender, maybe someone of transgender nature. It's hard to say. Regardless, it involves the placing of a man's penis into some hole. Upon the placement of the penis into this hole, there will be a thrusting motion back and forth until ejaculation occurs. Now, upon commission of this act and completion of this act, the male in question has entered into the reproductively viable phase. Prior to entering this act, the male remains reproductively non-viable until and pending reproductive viability. So it is that we look at how individual men are affected by being unsuccessful or successful in those areas. Well, as someone who himself was not very successful with chicks, never was, and still am not, but I don't think of myself as such anymore. But I don't really think of myself in any regard in that at the moment. Regardless, Kitty Meow, will you get down, please? Can you please get down? Can you please get down? Thank you. Um, Regardless, rule number one: when the puss jumps on you, don't shoo it away. Um, so no, but the actual reality is this is inspired by a couple woman hating comments, and occasionally I will get them on my videos. Some of my videos I will talk about, I'll make some jokes about women, or I'll maybe talk about difficulties I'm having with women, or something like that. And in those videos, sometimes they'll attract comments from men who mistakenly view me or wish to associate me with their counter-feminist cause, you might call it. Their desire to position themselves as people who favor one kind of woman and not another kind of woman, and or of people who favor men's issues, like, oh, men are being oppressed by the new feminism, that it somehow undermines masculinity, yada yada yada, all that shit. So there's a big kind of men's movement thing like that exists in the world, I suppose. But personally, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's simple and not particularly complicated. I mean, it's simple, but it's also easy. Like, it's a simple and easy reality that when you interact with another human being, you interact with another human being. Whether she is a woman or he is a man, there is a need to put their humanity first. And if you can't do that, then why would anybody want to be with you? What does MG Tau mean? I've seen that several times. I don't know what that means. Can anybody tell me what that means? MG Tau? Men going their own way? Men going their own way? What is that?
What does that even mean?
Men going their own way. It's what Saren says he is. It's basically, the whole belief is that feminists are like, extreme in they want the government to blah, 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 and they want to be coddled and stuff. And then they also think that meninists, or like the men's right activists, are the same thing. They're just crybabies. So MGTOW is just, I just want to be a dude who's single and cares about work, my own lifestyle, yada yada, and keeping interaction with females to a minimum. Or if there's interaction with a female, it's solely most likely for sex, but do not believe in marriage or moving in with a girl at all. That's their whole philosophy.
Why?
Yep. The only valid point that I saw was that marriage screws you up, like financially. So like you basically just
Not
the
if you
longer
stay
you stay
married.
single. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's basically the longer you stay single, the better your odds are of having a more fulfilling, more financially free life.
Okay, but okay, well, you might be able to make the argument that more financially free is some sort of objective metric, but you're not going to be able to successfully argue to me that it's more fulfilling necessarily. There's nothing wrong with not being in a relationship. If that's what makes you happy, then that's what makes you happy.
Yeah, totally agree.
Needing to identify oneself as distinct from women is like, I mean, as you know, as look, the problem with that kind of shit is it tends to position men as the anthropologists and women as the subject of study, and that's just not the way anybody should interact with each other. People,
Yeah,
I have a big problem with disrespect of women in general. People might mistake my sort of callous humor for actually disrespecting women. It's not at all. It's the fact that I treat everybody the same. I do my goddamn best, to be as egalitarian
yeah.
as possible, and not factor things like age, gender, so-called race, and other shit like that.
Egalitarianism.
Well, yeah,
Pretty
if it's
much.
not just egalitarianism, which would suggest that, basically you treat everybody equal or whatever, it's a fierce kind of notion that those metrics are to be defended, that those standards that say I use this, I responded to this same thing from that person in way X, I should respond to the same thing from this person in way X. So, I mean, it's that phenomenon. Those are excellent glasses. I like them, Kim Jong. You've been down to the North Korean shopping mall, haven't you? Do you hear what I'm saying about that? Or who am I talking to?
You're talking to Kodo, but no, I totally agree with you. What I'm not defending. I just know a lot about it because I was researching all of that for a good while, and I came to the conclusion to just screw it, just whatever. As
To
I
me,
do
it
with most
seems like
ideologies.
it seems most of all like somebody who is deeply wounded that he can't find a woman to appreciate and love him. And that's understandable in the sense that we all want that from life. But the problem is he's directing it in the wrong place. He's directing his energies in the wrong place. And because of the nature of fucking TE, polar, all that kind of shit. I mean, what can you say? I like this group. This is a good group.
Kodo, is it basically anti uh American dream? Like they're kind of trying to like demystify it, kind of like.
Yeah. I agree with that completely because I'm totally what I like is it shed to light just how ridiculous. Not saying that hey, don't get married, and that's what you want to do, but it does shed light that like 60% of marriages do end up in divorce, and it really is started. But yeah, there is a lot of shit that just makes no sense. That like if you're just I think it does make sense. If you're a 21-year-old dude, you're pretty smart and you're doing success, like you're doing really well. I'd say just keep working on yourself. I think it's just logic. It's just work on yourself.
Okay,
Try not
that's
to.
fine. Listen,
Yeah.
if that's the actual scenario, if you're talking about a man who is thinking that, but that's not what's going on there in reels. What's going on is, freaking,
Yeah.
it's a projection of his insecurity regarding the fact that he's not getting any chicks. He feels really bad about himself, and he instead of trying to actually do what that message of that thing is, like fix yourself and whatever, it's about he's directing it as let me section off in my own head the world into acceptable kind of women and unacceptable kind of women, and unacceptable kind of basically any kind that rejects me or doesn't go along with my weird fucking. And then we will have this, and then we will have that, and then we'll have the next, and kind of schedule relationship shit. I mean, who the fuck does that? Who the fuck says, yes, I want to enter into your contract where We're gonna have agree to 1 year and then follow up with a. Nobody does that, and why not? Because it's not a fucking comfortable way to have a relationship. But before any other dude speaks, before I become just ridiculous, is about chicks? I see like 2 chicks in the room. Do you want to talk about this at all? Do you have anything to say about it? I think I drove the chicks away talking about it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's sunglasses. They all started.
I think you should probably just say that he is a beta male.
What?
I'm a beta max male.
Beta max male? What does that mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm like a beta male, but I'm kind of like I'm above beta, but not quite alpha. Far from alpha, but I'm above beta.
What did Elsie say there? I can't read this.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. Margie, do you have any thoughts on this? You're a chick. We were talking about the anti-woman comment thing that I don't know if you were here earlier for that. It was kind of yeah. It was more than kind of yeah. It kind of pissed me off because it was too much like the sort of shit that people write before they go out and shoot a bunch of women.
Yeah. I'm curious, Eric. Do you want? It's up to you. Do you want to share? What exactly did he say?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Here, I'll send a. I'll send a. I have a screenshot of it, but I don't know how to get it here. I hate not being able to share files here. I'll get it. Hold on, just be patient. Meow to the meow to the meow 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 meow. If you want a meow, then you meow. You got a meow 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 meow. What is that? What's that horrible noise? Microphone checking, hooray! Microphone checking today. Microphone checking.
No.
Oh yay!
Good.
Okay,
Good,
so
Eric.
here's the thing I'm getting for you right now. I'm just gonna copy and paste the text of it in there instead of doing what I was gonna say I was doing because that makes it's a lot easier to copy and paste the text now that I think about it. That's the kind of TE shit that I tend to be kind of bad at sometimes. Like, I'll do this hard thing with this other thing. And then, yeah. So, this is what he put. Okay, and no, that's not what I want. And where's the chat? Here's the chat. Here. That's what he put.
Soup.
What?
Yeah, what the hell? He was doing good until he said blowtorch the rest. That was stupid. But everything else he was saying wasn't really bad. The blowtorch thing was stupid.
We'll no longer tolerate undesirable females. We'll treat some of them good and blowtorch the rest. We'll no longer tolerate undesirable females is a really awful thing to it's like an awful mistake, right?
Yeah.
And
not tolerating shitty people or not tolerating shitty females, I'm okay with that. But the blowtorch was just really the dumb. That's really the only thing that was really stupid. He should have knew better than that.
Look at the adjective undesirable. He didn't say I won't tolerate shitty females who treat me badly. He said I won't tolerate undesirable females for me or my friends. He thinks he was positioning it as standing up for me By doing what? How's he going to not tolerate some woman who has offended me? What does that mean?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
Hey, wait, hold on. She, come on. She got the floor, dude. Any chicks want to talk that got the floor? Since it's about chicks.
That was a spooky paragraph.
There's one. Shh, let her talk. Go.
Am I supposed to talk?
Yeah, talk, but be louder.
Okay, hang on just a second.
Because right now you're being a quiet Quinella. Nobody likes a quiet Quinella.
I was busy.
Okay,
so
fine.
That's why I was being quiet. I have other things I have to do. Oh, in regards to what Saren said?
Yeah, we're talking about. Now, look, I'm not one to fucking throw the guy under the bus. I've tried to protect him in the past, but the thing I didn't like about this one was the part I was just talking about, which will no longer tolerate undesirable females from me or my friends. Like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about it in
just
general?
insecure. He's just insecure, to be honest. I feel bad for him in a way.
I don't know what to think of it. I think he doesn't realize how awful that sounds. Maybe. I would hope, anyways.
Obviously, I was trying to tell him earlier.
He doesn't get it. Like, you... By the end of that conversation, it's as if he's only, like he's computer programmed and only allotted, like... He can only go down, like, one line of conversation. He always reverts back to the same fucking thing every single time. So I don't necessarily think that he got what you were trying to tell him.
Is it raining? Sorry, it sounds like it's raining all of a sudden. I agree. Listen, Spacey, everybody, I agree with you that this shit is not as bad as it sounds. I'm not saying, should we call Homeland Security?
But we know Saren, we've talked to Saren, but if that were to go through to your channel where other people read it who don't know Saren and just see that, they're like, what the fuck? This person's got like a screw loose.
I mean, I think I think in general we should just, he's prone to snapping, like I could see that in the future, so I think maybe talking about him less and acknowledging him in that way may be best, because I really don't think it's going to get through to him like she said, you know?
Don't forget about him.
I just think that, I don't know, I would hate to see someone be publicly shamed all the time and then like
Neptune!
Snap.
We are not shaming him. Are you shaming him? If you are shaming him, then you're the only one. I'm talking about his legitimate problem. I'm talking about this being something common for men in general, right? Who don't get any action from chicks and don't understand why and can't figure it out, and they have bad social skills. In this particular instance, we're looking at this one. I'm showing you this is one manner in which this can manifest. Saren,
but using his paragraph as an example of what's wrong.
Well, Saren needs to fucking fix the problem. Saren needs to fix it. I've been gentle with him.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying that I don't think he's going to, so I don't know if it's wise to use that if he's prone to snapping.
Why would you deny his agency?
I think what Sarah needs is a friend. That's all. It sounds gay. It sounds so corny, man.
But honestly, for real, like, I don't want to coddle him, but
it's not going to do anything. Yeah, the best thing you could do, because I decided today that I'm just going to pretend like he does not exist. Because
that's all I'm saying.
Fuck alone. I barely even like.
That's gonna make him feel left out and become more psychopathic.
No,
guys,
I don't want to
stop.
I barely make an exchange with him the other day.
Hey, but listen, this is hugely important. This is why fucking shit goes bad, even worse than it already is, right? Because I'm not saying, Saren, you have to stay away. I'm not saying Saren excommunicated. I am saying, Saren, stop talking to Janelle, please. She obviously doesn't like it. But regardless, I am saying, Saren, you're in the one fucking place in the world where you can make that mistake and not be excommunicated and hated and actually be talked about. You're not ashamed of so much that we can't talk about it. It's not that you did something so shameful, like Neptune thinks, that we can't talk about you at all. Instead, it's like, here we are. Transparency, directness. Now fucking man up. Huh? I mean, that's the only way to deal with shit in life. Why do we want to be fucking pussy time with a problem that you just have to stand there and go, okay, fine, and cry in front of the mirror and be like, God damn, I'm a fucking douchebag. And then start over. Break yourself and fix yourself. It's that simple. There's no other excuses for it. So that's what I think about it. I didn't mean to rant at all, but I just can't seem to stop myself. I don't know why I do this shit.
I'm just saying the best way to like change someone's view isn't to like how do I explain it? He's not gonna learn. See, all you do is when you hit someone with logic or like in a counter argument is they hit you with a counter to counter. What you need to do is have him explain him. Like he, honestly, I can do it. I'll just be his friend.
I know you did a fucking fantastic job. You did. I agree with you. You did a fantastic job.
You just have to have people explain it to themselves and to the point where they realize, like, oh shit, what am I saying? You can't really. People have to be led to the light. You can't ever just shine it on them, or they're gonna just fucking. Their pupils go all crazy and they get all defensive and scared and shit.
In fact, I want to tell you, when you did that there and you interacted with him so successfully, that was the first time I really thought to myself, oh, that's your magic trick. You know, like, oh, that's what you can do. I can't do that thing that you just did.
Yeah.
Right? So that impresses me because I can't do that, and you did it fucking brilliantly. But that doesn't mean. Well, I could, but I don't want to do that. But that doesn't mean, everybody, that my fucking screaming at him technique isn't also effective. Look, at some point you need to be stripped down in front of everybody and said, fucking man up. You know, everybody has to have that, whether you're a chick or dude or whatever. There's a moment in life when you got to just say, it is time to man up and stop playing fucking Moisture Town all the time, you know? And that's it.
Eric.
You do a great job of revealing the truth. I'm just saying, like, revealing the truth is your shit. I cannot articulate. I can't say it. I don't know. Like, you can break down arguments. I'm just saying you actually want to rewire someone's brain. Just debate isn't always. Debate's a great way to fuck someone up and make them feel like a dumbass. But it won't.
Hold their wrongness in front of their face. What do they got to do? They got to change. If you hold their wrongness in front of their face long enough, they will change.
It's human psychology, though. It doesn't matter what you do. I don't know. Like you tell me, you just go up to me and you just like call me a retard. Am I gonna believe I'm a retard once you call me a retard randomly? You know what I mean? Like I'm like, no, I'm not. Like fuck off. You know what I mean? It's gonna bounce right off. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get straight defensive.
I shouldn't do that ever. I should never call anybody a retard. That's my mistake.
No, that's an example though.
I know, but I've done it recently a couple times. Call people stupid and retard. And I should never do that. That's not okay. It's not an acceptable argument. I shouldn't make it. I shouldn't say those words. I apologize to anybody I called stupid or a retard.
Oh. This is the caring Eric I hear about, huh?
Photo. Are you wearing glasses?
It's being fair, is what it is. It's not. Those aren't acceptable things. I can't do that, and I don't know why I did. I was angry. I was super mad. I don't know why.
I heard once upon a time that there was a legendary INTP, and his name was Zach, and he was the greatest of them all.
He was really good. He was super.
What happened to him?
Well, he pokes his head in every once in a while.
Huh.
Let me see. I'll see if I can get him in here. He might come in here.
Who's Zach?
He's the golden boy.
Is Spacey?
No, Zach is the golden boy. He had the look, the voice, the smoothness, the FE. He had it all.
Yeah.
Except, can you stop that, Kim Jong? He had it all except he had SE in the 7th slot.
The viewers need to see this through glasses while we're wearing glasses.
That's true. Okay, I'll buy your warrant. But you know, of all the legendary INTPs, let me think about the most.
Yeah, he's
the most
cool. I've
legendary
seen some of his videos.
Yeah.
Dang, Cosmic!
Damn, dude.
If I was gay, I'd go for Zach.
Hey, Lorenz.
You're what I dream of every day.
Do you know who?
It's like,
When I get out, that's gonna be yes. I love it. That's
Yeah.
you know, he reminds me of the guy of Ancient Aliens. What's that guy's name?
yeah.
With the crazy hair, it just gets crazier and crazier every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So dope.
I mentioned
It's a
you
good look
briefly
on
in a
you,
song
Lawrence.
today, Lorenz, that I'm working on. You're a lyric in one of my songs now, Lorenz. Today you got into one.
Which song is it?
It's a new one I'm working on. It's not released yet or anything, but it's Taylor's gonna rap on it too.
You have a sick bass line?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I like it a lot. It's pretty bouncy. It's kind of reminiscent of the groove of, though not the bass line of. You know that song that Eminem did with Kendrick Lamar, where it goes.
Yeah.
It has that kind of like lopey beat to it. The
Yeah.
melody's not the same at all, but it has
Even
that kind
though
of
I
lopey beat.
hate rap, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's coming out good. I'm really happy with the lyrics of it because it tells a story. It tells a story of me going through Colorado and into Kansas to the Holy Land of Yalor, and then it's Yalorian gospel. So I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming out so far. It'll be out in a couple of days probably. I don't know. It may take longer with Taylor in the mix.
Can we make a pledge of Yaler?
Well, you can make your own pledge of Yalor. I would suggest that note the many different interpretations of the Yalorian gospel, and which ones are deemed channeled transubstantiated gospel. Well, that is deemed by some matter of fate.
Okay.
It could be, it could not. It's hard to say.
Earlier today I made a DeLorean fighting video and I sent it to you.
Okay, I want to see it. Is it up on your channel or what?
No, I just sent it to you. It's only on the main channel.
Where did you send me the link?
Through Gmail.
I never checked that. You guys send me Facebook messages.
Oh.
If you want to talk to me, Facebook message is probably the most sure way to talk to me.
Oh.
Not even your cell phone?
I mean, they're about equal. Facebook message and cell phone.
Do you have like the notifications? Is that why? So like you.
No, it's because a lot of times if I'm on the computer, maybe I won't look at the phone when it makes noises. And
Oh.
sometimes I will though, and then sometimes I'm not in front of the computer, in which case I'm not getting Facebook messages, or at least not directly. I have to go open Facebook. I don't want it to go ping 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 all the time. I don't like the fucking messenger on the phone. It gets in the way of shit, you know.
All right.
Blub. I like the fact you call her Blub because it's a misspelling of bulb. I wonder if the weed store is still open. Yeah, it should be. I gotta go.
Oh,
get
damn,
weed.
boy.
I gotta buy weed now. How fucked up is that? Alright, I'm gonna go get weed. I'll probably rejoin you guys from the car in a little bit.
I'm probably gonna go to sleep because I have school tomorrow.